Hello, this is Joe Pearson, the project planner for this application. This is a request to the Planning Commission for a major modification to a special use permit to allow for modifications to an existing 2,450 square foot drive-through fast food restaurant building and to allow for a Starbucks coffee shop on a 0.66 acre site filed by Beverly Metz of Starbucks. The proposed improvements would consist of a series of site changes to convert the existing Wendy's restaurant drive-through into a Starbucks drive-through coffee shop. The changes include a small 50 square foot addition to allow for the relocation of the drive-through pickup window. The resulting building would be 2,500 square feet. The exterior of the building would be renovated with new colors and materials, which would consist of tan stucco and a bronze metal roof with a weathered copper siding. The site layout would be reconfigured to allow for a larger vehicle queue. The revised drive-through lane will increase the queuing capacity from 5 vehicles to 16 vehicles. The project includes a transportation demand management plan. Other changes include revised signage, upgraded landscaping, and new parking lot striping. The project also includes a request for an administrative parking relief to allow for 2 modifications. The first is to allow for a decrease in the number of required parking spaces from 50 spaces to 35 spaces, including 15 spaces which are provided via the drive-through queue. And second, to allow for 11 of the required parking spaces to be compact parking spaces. The project is currently developed with an existing Wendy's drive-through restaurant and associated infrastructure improvements. The project is located in the El Rio West neighborhood. As shown, the project site is bordered by shopping centers to the south and the east, other drive-through facilities to the west, and residential to the north across the alley. The project is located within the Commercial General Land Use Designation and General Commercial Plan Development Zone. Both the land use designation and zoning allow for restaurants, including drive-through facilities, with a special use permit. The existing drive-through restaurant and signage were approved in 1980 through a special use permit. Since that time, the site has generally remained unchanged, with only minor facade and landscape changes taking place. On November 4, 2021, the Planning Commission made a motion to continue the project to the Planning Commission meeting on November 18, 2021, at the request of the applicant. On November 18th, the Planning Commission reviewed all of the information provided in the staff report and considered the testimony given at the public hearing and deliberated the merits of the project. The Planning Commission voted on 3 motions. The first 2 motions were a motion of intent to deny the project and then a motion to approve the project. These 2 motions failed as a result of a tie vote, with the vote being 3-3 with 1 Planning Commissioner absent. A third motion was approved to continue the item to the Planning Commission meeting of December 2nd, 2021. On December 2nd, 2021, the Planning Commission considered the project and made a motion of intent to deny the project as they could not make all the findings required to grant the major modification in accordance with the Oxnard City Code. Specifically, the Planning Commission found that they could not make required findings 2, 3, and 4 for the following reasons. First, the proposed project will adversely affect and be materially detrimental to the public health, safety, and general welfare due to the potential for cars entering into the project site to back up onto the public right-of-way, adversely affecting the adjacent roadways and the East Ventura Avenue and River Park Boulevard intersection, which is one of the busiest intersections in the city. As the project cannot reasonably ensure that that vehicles will not exceed the queue and bleed into the right-of-way, the project would create a safety hazard as vehicles backing up into the intersection will create additional pedestrian conflicts, a traffic delay, and an increased potential for traffic accidents in the intersection. The second reason was the site is not adequate in size and shape to accommodate the parking and loading facilities required pursuant to the Oxnard City Code. The Planning Commission does not support the administrative parking modification, and as a result, the project has a parking deficiency of 15 spaces per the Oxnard City Code. The provided parking study did not present sufficient locally based justification that the 16 drive-through queue spaces are sufficient. The last reason was the project will create or significantly aggravate traffic problems at the adjacent roadways and intersections, which will have a direct and adverse impact on adjacent highways. The added traffic demand from the project would result in a greater than average likelihood of grid blocking at the intersection and being exacerbated or occurring at greater frequencies due to cars extending into River Park Boulevard. The ability to make a U-turn traveling eastbound on River Park Boulevard is problematic, and the project would necessitate the installation of a no U-turn sign at that location. However, the intersection of Vineyard Avenue and River Park Boulevard is a state-controlled intersection, and therefore the necessary improvements cannot be made. And as a result, the Planning Commission continued the project to the January 13th hearing to ratify the action by approving a formal resolution of denial. Based on this information, staff recommends that the Planning Commission find the project to be statutorily exempt from environmental review pursuant to CEQA guideline section 15270 for projects which are disapproved, and adopt a resolution denying planning and zoning permit 2155001 for a major modification subject to the findings provided in the resolution.